We just can't. Did you tell Mr.
So you're going to with the class officers stuff?
Yeah.
They're all going to hand
Well, I mean,
everything
they
out
might
while
just take
you-
them themselves. Put it right there.
Right. You'll need to make sure the mic is on.
Yeah.
Hold on, Ryan. You know what? That's a good point. Once you say, hey, we're going to start here in about 2 minutes. If you got any trash you need to get rid of, do that real quick.
Hey, so we're going to start in about 2 minutes if you have any trash or anything to get rid of. So please go ahead and get that done now. And that's right. So thank you. Thank you. All right. All right, I'm back at the mic now, so hopefully you had enough time to throw everything away. I'd like to start off. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you stand and face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Then a moment of silence, of course. So, I'd like to thank all of you, of course, for showing up because, I mean, I guess you could have stayed home like many of you did this past week, but thank you once again. Welcome, class of 2023. I'm just excited to go ahead and get this thing moving along. So, to start off with is Mr. Jeff Bell handing out the valedictorian and salutatorian stoles. So, let's give him a round of applause.
And before I do that, I'd just like to say the class of 2023, it's been my pleasure and honor to work with you this year. Just coming in first year and things like that. Couldn't have asked for a better senior class. And I'm sure I'll be thinking in the years to come, and I've already heard about it. You know what? You came in, you got pretty lucky in having a great group of seniors, and and you'll remember that for the rest of your life. And it's kind of like my previous job, it was like that. Came in, got hired to be the head basketball coach and a teacher a few days before school started, and that class and I are still as tight as anybody can be, 38 years later. So I appreciate you. It's my honor and pleasure to be around you. And like I told you, I encourage you to go for it. Don't let society make you soft. Don't let them tell you can't do this, that, oh, well, COVID. Yeah, COVID was tough. And I want you to make sure, this is one of my other big ones, you think about today, tomorrow, and stuff like that. The class of 2020, 3 years, when you guys were freshmen, you went home March 13th. And we thought we'd be out a couple weeks, and nobody came. The seniors didn't get to do this. They didn't get to have a graduation like you are. They didn't get to have a senior week. So don't ever, even not now or ever, hopefully nothing like that will ever happen again when you guys get older. But if it does, remember, don't ever take things for granted in life and make the most of each day. So it's been my pleasure. I encourage you to go for it. Don't let anybody sell you short. Don't let anybody say, well, this has happened, that's happened, you guys can't do it or anything like that. You know what? I say it, and you got to hold our back. We don't have a kid problem in the world right now, maybe society and things like that. But we have full faith. That's why we're in these walls every day with you, and we love being here. You can do great things. Don't let anybody sell you short. Thank you, Class 2023. At this time, I would like to, for Mr. Ryan Pilot's already here, and Miss Molly Urban come forward for the valedictorian salutatorian stoles.
I'll just wear this the whole time.
There you go. Okay. And also, senior class officers, those will help with that. Would they come forward? President, Secretary, Treasurer, VP, come on up. Oh, you are here. And okay, our class officers, thank you. And before we move on, don't take things for granted. Enjoy today and tomorrow. Mr. Wagner, one of Martinsville High School's all-time greats. He's been here a long time. He's still got as much fire as everybody. We're lucky to have him. Don't take for granted. Senior Success Center, let me tell you a little story too. You'll hear things, don't take that for granted. We've had other schools and corporations come and want to copy and learn from him and what he does. Mr. Wagner does, well, not very good. He does a great job. Mr. Wagner.
Thanks, Mr. Bell. My first thanks to all of you. Each year, our local American Legion Post recognizes 2 members of our senior class for their distinction as good citizens. Seniors are chosen for their qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and strength of character. Members of the class of 2023, please join me in congratulating this year's American Legion Good Citizen Award winners, Macy Dorsett and Ian Knuckles.
All right, up next is Mr. Mike Hankins to introduce the Kiwanis Club Awards.
Well, it's been a while since I've been here, but I had the pleasure of teaching some of you for 12 weeks at the beginning of this school year, and I'm happy to be back and see some of my students still here and doing well. I'm representing the Martinsville Kiwanis Club today. The Kiwanis Club, our main goal is to promote and support the children of our community. And in doing that, we offer a scholarship of $1,000. We recognize achievement in the performing arts. We honor the top 25 seniors at our annual Top 25 banquet, and that took place on May the 15th. We also support like the academic decathlon team and other teams throughout the year. So today, in front of all of you, we'd like to recognize again those top 25, although I think this year it's 26 because there was a tie there. So when I call your name, please come to the front and we just have a little card for you. So Molly Urban, who was your valedictorian. Ryan Pilot, your salutatorian. Nate Vway. Brianna Payne. Jack Wolf. Macy Kane. Marissa Bowler. Will Baston. Jackson Matthews. Hannah Neese. Cassie Smith. Ian Knuckles. Maggie Watkins. Macy Dorset. Kevin Wong. William Wise. Aaron Anderson. Elise Baker. Jackson Hayes. Lily Boyd. Logan Phelps. Ainsley Louder. Fallon Jones. Haley Parker. Kara Atkins. And Jade Johnson. We would like to recognize the effort that it took to get there, and we really appreciate that. In addition, the Martinsville Kiwanis Club would like to recognize this morning 3 of Martinsville High School's best performing artists for their achievement in music with the prestigious Arian Award. The Arian Awards this year go to, for band, Alyssa Bowler. For choir, Mackenzie Maxwell. And for orchestra, Maya Miller. And I also want to point out that one of our illustrious Kiwanis Club members is Mr. Jeff Bell. So thank you.
Next up is the Ivy Tech Special Recognition by Miss Mary Edwards.
Good morning. My name is Mary Louise Edwards, and I am the Assistant Director of K-14 Initiatives. And that's just a fancy way of saying dual credit for Ivy Tech at Bloomington. The Indiana College Corps was developed by the public institution in Indiana in response to Senate Enrolled Act 18-2012. It allows a student who satisfactorily completes an approved program of general education at any public institution to transfer that coursework to any public institution as a block of 30 credit hours towards the general education core requirements. Many public colleges also recognize the Indiana College Corps. Essentially, the Indiana College Corps is designed to allow students to start as a sophomore in college. Additionally, its goal is to increase college readiness and decrease the overall college costs for students. It is with great pleasure that I announce the following students have earned the Indiana College Corps. All students earning the Indiana College Corps receives a diploma cover. Vanna White, you're supposed to raise up the, okay, diploma cover, okay. And a white cord. Students who maintain a 3.5 GPA on the Indiana College Corps courses also receive a gold cord. Students, please come forward as I call your name to honor you. All right. Marissa Bowler. You get a green cover, a white cord, and the gold for the 3.5 or higher GPA. Great work. Kevin Wong. Will receive the green cover, his white cord, and then the gold cord for having over a 3.5 GPA in the required college coursework. All right, okay. I think that's it, right? That's it, yep. Oh, I stole your paper. Yeah. All right. You're good. Thank you.
Now to present the National Honor Society cords is Mrs. Brandy Shoemaker.
Okay, when I call your name, please come forward. The National Honor Society would like to recognize Elise Baker, Marissa Bowler, Lillian Boyd, Lexi Bryant, Macy Dorset, Peyton Dow, Alyssa Etter, Tara Fleener, Morgan Hamilton, Jackson Hayes, Haley Huser, Fallon Jones, Ainsley Louder, Madeline McPhee, Jackson Matthews, Hannah Neese, Ian Knuckles, Adam Onken, Eliza Osler, Brianna Payne, Ryan Pilot, Maya Shoemaker, Cassandra Smith, Molly Stout, Maria Stremming, Cadence Talcrook, Molly Urban, Nathaniel Vieway, and Maggie Watkins. Congratulations, everyone. Brian, that's it. Short and sweet.
Ms. Shoemaker, what do we do with the rest?
No, you just keep it there.
Okay.
I just order it. But I'm afraid I just
All right, now to present the academic honors diplomas, which are the gold tassels, and the technical honors diplomas, which are the silver tassels, is Mr. Ryan Wagner.
Thank you, Ryan. We have quite the list we're going to read here, so we're going to hold applause until they've all been named. If your name is read, please come up and receive your gold tassels for achieving the requirements of academic honors diploma. Tyler Atkins, Aaron Anderson, Carson Anderson, Kara Atkins, Elise Baker, Tyler Baston, Will Baston, Abigail Baugh, Aniston Beers, Alyssa Bowler, Marissa Bowler, Peyton Bowler, Lily Boyd, Lexi Bryant, Allison Burnett, Macy Kane, Caleb Cheatham, Luke Cheatham, Kristen Clemens, Caitlin Collins, Jonathan Cook, Curtis Crabb, Reese Cameron Deitch, Jacob Dillander, Macy Dorset, Peyton Dow, Alyssa Eder, Alicia Fellow, Alexis Flatford, Tara Fleener, Caitlin Forler, Andrew Foltz, Holly Gallion, Isabel Giesbrecht, Ethan Hanline, Lindsay Ham, Corbin Hamblin, Morgan Hamilton, Jackson Hayes, Alexa Hildenbrand, Shelby Hobbs, Chloe Huff, Haley Huser, Stephen Johnson, Isabel Johnson, Jade Johnson, Fallon Jones, Libby LaFerry, Ainsley Louder, Braden Lynn, Madeline McPhee, Jackson Matthews, Mackenzie Maxwell, Claire Miles, Maya Miller, Kaylin Morris, Alexander Morrison, Destiny Neal, Hannah Neese, Ian Knuckles, Autumn Unken, Eliza Osler, Haley Parker, Brianna Payne, Logan Phelps, Riley Pearson, Ryan Pilot, Carson Pruitt, Kevin Reed, Brent Ritchie, Reese Satter, Colin Sears, Elijah Shoemaker, Garrett Skaggs, Cassandra Smith, Brody Staggs, Molly Stout, Maria Stremming, Molly Thacker, Cadence Towel Crook, Molly Urban, Nathaniel Viway, Maggie Watkins, Nathaniel Wilson, William Weiss, Jack Wolf, Sela Wolf, and Kevin Wong.
But you're Mr. President.
All right. Whew. That's a lot. Congratulations, graduates who received the Academic Honors Diploma. Next, we're going to introduce the students who achieved the requirements for Technical Honors Diploma. They received silver tassels that they get to wear at graduation. If your name is called, please come up to receive your tassels. Ashton Allen, Ethan Atkins, Kara Atkins, Kellen Beasley, Noah Breen, Clayton Brown, Emery Carter, Caleb Cheatham, Luke Cheatham, Jeremiah Cook, Levi Cunningham, Peyton Dow, Alyssa Eder, Tara Fleener, Caitlin Forler, Andrew Foltz, Kirsten Gammon, Coden Garrison, Jessica Golay, Grace Hobbs, Chloe Huff, Isabel Johnson, Rachel Levin, Braden Lynn, Logan Phelps, Carson Pruitt, Blake Schweitzer, Kevin Wong, and Shane Woodard. Once again, congratulations, students who achieved the Technical Honors Diploma. Mr. Pilot?
All right. Shh. That worked really well. All right. Next to hand out the Pride Work Ethic Awards is Mr. Tim Dearlove.
All right, I'm not Mr. Dearlove, but we got this, and he won't say anything. He once sat in my classroom many years ago. The Pride Work Ethic Award is chosen essentially by you meet a number of different requirements in terms of attendance, things like internships, classes you've taken, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he would have done a much better job with this, but you get to wear a white sash, and so, again, hold your applause. Going to just read off all these names, and you'll come up and have one more sash to help you build your deltoids, like Mr. Urban back there. So, Tyler Atkins, Carson Anderson, Ethan Atkins, Dennis Bailey, Elise Baker, William Baston, Kellen Beasley, Alyssa Bowler, Marissa Bowler, Peyton Bowler, Lily Boyd, Chloe Bunton, Presley Birchfield, Macy Kane, Christian Capshaw, Caleb Cheatham, Luke Cheatham, Isabella Close, Katie Collins, Kaya Craig, Reese Davis, Jake Dillander, Gabe Dillon, Macy Dorset, Madison Feathers, Alicia Fellow, Killian Finney, Caitlin Forler, Holly Gallion, Cassie Gascon Patterson, Taylor G., Jessica Golay, Josie Grounds, Ethan Hanline, Olivia Haynes, Taya Hall, Corbin Hablin, Riley Harbert, Jude Hayward, Alexa Hildebrand, Molly Hickson, Trevor Hott, Haley Huser, Isabel Johnson, Jay Johnson, Fallon Jones, Logan Jones, Reagan Coons, Libby LaFerry, Scarlett Lamar, Ainsley Louder, Maddie McPhee, Jackson Matthews, Mackenzie Maxwell, Claire Miles, Maya Miller, Stormy Miller, Kelsey Moore, Kaylin Morris, Dallas Moss, Hannah Neese, Ian Knuckles, Caleb O'Dowd, Ava Uten, Haley Parker, Brianna Payne, Briar Phelps, Logan Phelps, Riley Pearson, Ryan Pilot, Lucas Pinkley, Carson Pruitt, Kevin Reed, Joseph Reynolds, Marissa Ritchie, Colin Steer, Elijah Shoemaker, Garrett Skaggs, Cassie Smith, Brody Staggs, Molly Stout, Maria Stremming, Molly Thacker, Cadence Towel Crook, Molly Urban, Nate V-Way, William Wise, Jack Wolf, Kevin Huang, Shane Woodard.
Kevin, take one. Here you go, Jack. Here you go, Jack. I'll take you, Jack. All right. Next up is the Bacon Wagner Excellence in Writing Prize, given out by Mr. Carl Wagner.
It is my pleasure to present the Bacon Wagner Excellence in Writing Award. It's given by the siblings of Bobby Bacon Wagner, she's my wife, as well as my own siblings and children. This award, in honor of our parents, is presented to the writer of the college application essay or scholarship essay judged as the best by those submitted by the members of this class. I'm happy to present today this award in the amount of $500 to Brianna Payne. Let me go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
Next up, yours truly, a new award this year. I call them the Move Your Chair Challenge Awards. In 1976, about the time your parents were probably being born, I was a junior at Edgewood High waiting for the start of U.S. history class when Mr. Dick Renard, the teacher and our head varsity football coach, and no, I was not a football player, handed me a book and said, "I think you'd like this." The book was called Friendly Fire, and I read the book, and I loved the book. But what really blew me away was that he thought enough of me, that he saw something in me, that he wanted me to read that book. And now I don't have that book here today, but I do have a wonderful book written by a dear friend of mine, Rick Weinheimer, a Hall of Fame cross-country coach and Hall of Fame in my heart, a former English teacher. And I have his book, Move Your Chair. It's about personal excellence. and what it means, among other things, to move your chair, to have the courage, vision, and a plan to become yourself. 4 students who probably have no idea that they've helped me to be a better me are getting a copy of this book today as a token of my appreciation, coupled with this challenge to keep moving their chairs. Please move your chair and stroll up here. Haley Huser, Christian Capshaw, Ian Knuckles, and Nate Vway.
Nice, Wagner. Thank you. All right. Yes.
Now to present the Elks Scholarship is Mr. Luke Moscrip.
Good morning and congratulations. The Elks National Foundation each year awards over $15 million to high school seniors. This year, your local Elks has presented a small amount of that money to 2 seniors, student athletes. The requirements for the scholarship, multi-sport athlete, GPA, attendance, and so on. But this year's winners are Ian Knuckles and Macy Dorsett.
All right, now we're moving on to the Department and Club Awards, starting off with the English Awards by Mr. Carl Wagner.
They're in order, so if that's what's up next. It looks like these.
Both of them.
Yes, so both of those. Mrs. Randall sends her love and admiration and congratulations, so I'm acting in her stead. Getting the English Honors Cords for their achievements over their 4 years. If you'll come up, we'll hold your applause, and these guys will get you your hardware. Alyssa Bowler, Marissa Bowler, Maddie Dawson, Alyssa Eder, Tara Fleener, Haley Huser, Jay Johnson, Fallon Jones, Maddie McPhee, Jason Matthews, Mackenzie Maxwell, Claire Miles, Anna Neese, Haley Parker, Brianna Payne, Logan Phelps, Ryan Pilot, Kevin Reed, Cassie Smith, Nate Vway, Maggie Watkins, and Kevin Huang.
Where's Brian? Give that to Brian.
And the English Department has another award, the Maureen Johnson Memorial Scholarship. Generations of Martinsville students will fondly remember Mrs. Maureen Johnson for her love of her pups and her orchids. But it was in her role as a longtime publications teacher that she influenced so many MHS students to pursue their passions in journalism. Accordingly, the Maureen Johnson Memorial Scholarship was established after Mrs. Johnson's passing to recognize student excellence in publications. This year's recipient of the $700 Maureen Johnson Memorial Scholarship for Yearbook is
Now to present the awards for Human and Social Services is Mrs. Christy Casey.
I was told I had a bit of a time limit this year, and I think that's because Mr. Wagner knows how much I like to talk about all the great kids that I have the honor of working with. I did shorten my speech by a lot, but there are just a few things that I wanted to say because I did work with some amazing students when I taught human and social services, and several of those kids are sitting in this room. These students have done some pretty amazing things over the course of their high school career for our school and our community. I was lucky enough to be their teacher and watch them make a positive impact. I am and always will be proud of what you all accomplished and the great people that you are. I love you guys. The first award I would like to present is the Gunnar Burnham HSS Scholarship. Gunnar's mom and sister, Jennifer and Courtney, are here with me today to help present this award to honor Gunnar's life and memory. In 2016, Gunnar was diagnosed with DIPG, a form of cancer that affects children and teens. Gunnar's life ended way too soon, but his legacy lives on through his family and friends. My HSS classes filled with Gunnar's friends created this scholarship to honor Gunnar's memory and life. Through establishing Gunnar's scholarship, I have gotten to know Jennifer Burnham, Gunnar's mom. She is one of the strongest and most courageous people I have had the privilege of knowing. She works endlessly to spread awareness and advocate for others who are fighting this terrible cancer that took Gunnar's life. The students who applied for our scholarship are all great individuals that I have had the privilege of working with over the past several years. Please join me in welcoming Jennifer and Courtney Burnham to talk a little more and present our scholarship to this year's recipient.
Courtney and I have been looking forward to today and feel honored to be a part of handing out the scholarship in honor of Gunnar. Each year, we read and reread all of the applications trying to choose who we feel best fits the true meaning of what the scholarship is about, which is being a leader and a role model in your community and among your peers. It is about making a difference. As always, all of the applicants are extraordinary students, all doing what they can to make a difference. So as you can imagine, it becomes very hard to choose. This year was a bit of a neat experience in who we chose because I got to see her in action. I substitute teach for a kindergarten teacher at Brooklyn Elementary occasionally, and many of the days I was a sub, this student would come in for her student teaching. I could just hand her the reins to teach the lesson, and she would do a wonderful job. She shows compassion and patience to each kid, and it was always a joy to watch her interact with the children. This student wants to attend Indiana University and become a kindergarten teacher. I was able to see firsthand that she will make a wonderful teacher. She will definitely make a difference in all of their little lives. The winner of the 2023 Gunnar Burnham Human and Social Services Scholarship is Holly Gallion.
The next awards are for Outstanding Achievement in Human and Social Services. This group of students were wonderful to work with, completed their HSS pathway with me during their junior year in the highest level of the advanced classes and received A's and A pluses throughout their entire pathway. Chris Wise. Jade Johnson. Hold on. Lily Boyd. Elise Baker. And Holly Gallion. The final award I have to present is the Casey Kids Care Award. Casey Kids Care was established in 2020 during this thing called COVID. Little did we know the impact COVID would have on our daily lives and how it would affect us. Casey Kids Care was created as a way to help spread positivity, hope, and keep us all connected. The Casey Kids Care Instagram account is still active, still promoting positivity, and still keeping us all connected even after graduation. Students who receive this award are dependable, kind, have hearts for helping others, and give 100% at all times. This year's Casey Kids Care Award goes to Elise Baker and Lily Boyd.
Now to present the Mathematics Awards is Mr. Dave Knuckles. Just taking a long stroll over here. We all hug Dave.
Do you have pins up there? Yeah, they have the. All right. Here, do you want?
Should I do that?
We just start throwing questions.
Do you want to pass out certificates? All right. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the math department, congratulations to all of our graduates. This year we are starting a, new tradition, and we're going to recognize all of the students who had outstanding achievement in mathematics. And that consists of completing the academic track of Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Geometry, Pre-Calculus, and then either AP Stats, AP Calculus, or both with all A's and B's. And we had quite the list this year. So when I call your name, please come up to be recognized. Aaron Anderson. Elise Baker. Will Baston. Marissa Bowler. Lily Boyd. Macy Kane. Alicia Fellow. Corbin Hamlin. Jackson Hayes. Alexa Hildenbrand. Haley Huser. Jackson Matthews. That's awesome. Hannah Neese. Ian Knuckles. Autumn Onken. Brianna Payne. Logan Phelps. Ryan Pilot. Kevin Reed. Colin Sears. Cassie Smith. Molly Urban. Nate Viway. Matt Watkins. Chris Wise. Jack Wolf. And last but not least, Mr. Kevin Wong. We did our best to catch everyone, so if we inadvertently left someone out and you think that you completed that, please track me down. And then also, if you were enrolled in AP Statistics this year and you did not leave your autograph in my room, stop by after this to do so, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Dave.
I love that guy. Now to present the Music Awards is Mr. Brian Samarja. I know. Should I shush him again?
Good morning, graduates. My name is Jack Black, and I'm really happy here to be presenting this award to you. I know you were all thinking it. All right, our first award is the Director's Award for Orchestra. This award is chosen by Ms. Lanigan. It is an award that goes to a person who truly exemplifies musical excellence and servant leadership in orchestra. This year's recipient is Jackson Matthews. Come on.
Good job, Jason Matthews.
Really? I'm just going to hand it to you then. All right. Next is the Fred Waring Director's Award for Chorus. The Fred Waring Director's Award for Chorus recognizes the dedication and musical achievements of choral students and excelling in their field. This year's recipient is Mr. Tyler Baston. Nope, that one. Hello. How are you this morning? There you go. And hold on, there's a pen or something. There was. I'll find it. Okay. All right. Next, the National School Choral Award. Let's see. The National School Choral Award is the highest honor bestowed upon a member of the high school chorus to recognize excellence in playing, singing, and contributions to the ensemble. This year's award winner is Lillian Ferguson. There you go, dear. I'll let you keep it in its little box. Next is the John Philip Sousa Award. This award recognizes the talent and leadership of an outstanding senior band member and is named after the famous band composer John Philip Sousa. Luke Franklin is this year's recipient of the J.P. Sousa Award. Yep. Oh, you're all so obnoxious. There you go. Go away. All right. Next, moving on, the Shane Matthews Award. That's this one on the bottom. This award recognizes the outstanding leadership and the exceptional attitude of a senior band member and is named after the Martinsville High School student, Shane Maestro Matthews. Shane played both saxophone and piano and earned the nickname of Maestro for his exceptional ability of musical composition. Shane was to graduate with the class of 1992. In the winter of his junior year, Shane passed away from a car accident, and this award was first presented in the spring of 1991. Caitlin Taylor is this year's recipient of the Shane Matthews Maestro Award. There you go. Keep it in this little house. Next, the National School Orchestra Award is the highest honor bestowed upon a member of a high school orchestra to recognize excellence in playing and contributions to their ensemble. This year, we recognize Marissa Bowler with this award. Yep. All right. And finally, is the Milton Stewart Directors Award. This award recognizes the talent and leadership of an outstanding student musician that has served in several areas of the music department and is named after the Martinsville High School music teacher Milton J. Stewart. Mr. Stewart served as a band director, choir director, and orchestra director, as well as music coordinator for the MSD of Martinsville for 25 years until his retirement in 1981. Luke Franklin is this year's recipient of the Stewart Milton Award. There you go. Shake it. No one likes you. All right.
What is...
That's... put that back in the box. It's going to be for drama.
I don't know what it's for. You don't just take things out of boxes. All right, now to present the Science Awards is Miss Shannon Adams.
Good morning. I'm going to do my best. Thank you for being here, and I'm going to need a lot of help to my right, please. Just to give you an idea, in the event, I'm going to tell you what the parameters were this year. These are new awards with different objective criteria, and if you feel that you have met that criteria and perhaps I have missed you, please just let me know. I reviewed 3 years of 13 classes worth of data and transcripts, and I still caught an error this morning. So that is not intentional. Please know we have awards for you. I've put a fair degree of due diligence into it, but it is still possible I've made an error. I am the science department chair, so I'm presenting for the science department. But we're going to do Project Lead the Way first, and we'll go with the big one, which is the red chords. Nathaniel Wilson. Molly Urban. This is for excellence in biomedical sciences. These students completed the Project Lead the Way biomedical sciences pathway with grades higher than a C. Colin Sears. Ian Knuckles. I appreciate you doing that. Mr. Knuckles said you did that too, and I think it's awesome. Caught him in the hall. Macy Dorset. Oh, get your cords, sweetie. Cords. Everyone gets a certificate in cords. Will Basted. I love it. Autumn Onken. Fallon Jones. Peyton Dow. Aaron Anderson. Jude Haywood. These next two students completed the computer science pathway in Project Lead the Way. And this is a silver cord. Coden Garrison. Haley Huser. These two students, engineering is a new Project Lead the Way pathway in the high school, and so we did make a slight adjustment. If enough PLTW classes had been completed and there was previous experience in engineering, we did grandfather these two students in based on their success. This is for PLTW engineering. This is a teal cord. Coden Garrison. Logan Phelps. Guys, I love that. That's awesome. The following, these two awards are for excellence in computer science. This is something new that we're offering. This is completing 3 computer science classes. One of them must have been AP with a GPA in those classes of a 3.7 or higher. Jackson Matthews. Let me help him with the pens. Yeah, this is not enough pens. I would just like to let you know they've messed up the science pens, which is okay, because we all make mistakes. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, say if someone has a science pen, bring it up and get a math pen.
In the event that someone has a science pen and you received a math award, if you can look at your math awards that Mr. Knuckles just gave out and see if any of them say science. Do we have any of that?
So did just Jackson get that?
Okay. In the event that we run out of pins on the table when it comes to those science awards, and we're going to, we will get those pins to you. We'll take care of it today. Okay? No worries. The second Excellence in Computer Science Certificate of Achievement goes to Nate Viway. Okay, so okay, in the event, I apologize for this, in the event that you do not receive your science pin with your certificate, please come to the front office and we will rectify that situation. Are we good? Gentleman to my right, are we good? Okay. Jackson Hayes. Science. These students took at least 4 science classes, one of which being AP, where all the GPA across all science classes was a 3.7. Many of these students have taken 7 or 8 science classes and the GPA still held. Haley. Fallon Jones. Ainsley Louder, Maddie McPhee, Jackson Matthews, Ian Knuckles, Autumn Onken, Brianna Payne, Ryan Pilot, Nate Viway, Kevin Wong.
Nate doesn't get one. That's all.
You didn't take yours, right? Because yours is easier to say. Give yours to Nate. That way, yours is easier to say. So we're only missing one.
And I think that concludes the Science Department Awards, Computer Science Department Awards, and Project Lead the Way Awards. Thank you so much, and congratulations, graduates.
All right. Now to present the Spanish awards is Mrs. Jill Martin.
Yeah.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hola. All right. The award I'm presenting today is the, can you hear me? Seal of Multilingual Proficiency. It is awarded to students that have scored a 4 or a 5 on their foreign language AP test. Now, you seniors that took the test just a couple of weeks ago, you guys are not going to receive your scores until July. And I know there will be some 4s and 5s, but I can't do anything about that on your diploma. But there were several of you that took the AP test as juniors, and one got a score high enough to earn her seal of multilingual proficiency. She is going to get a medallion today that she gets to wear at graduation, and she's also going to get a special sticker, a special seal of biliteracy on her diploma, and that student is Macy Kane.
All right. Now to present the Theater and Drama Awards are Ms. Quinn Hickey and Mr. Brian Samarja.
Okay, good morning. I'm Quinn Hickey. I am the Martinsville High School International Thespian Society Director for Troop 10985. I am presenting the Honor Thespian Award to 2 students who exemplified what it meant to be a well-rounded student with a high GPA, someone who is kind to both their fellow classmates and their friends. That award I am giving to Cassandra Smith and Alexa Hildenbrand.
All right, I'm back because Jack just doesn't do music, he also does drama. All right, so this next award is the Artesian Theater Directors Award. It is awarded to a student that has shown growth throughout the year. We've had some excellent productions here at MHS, both with Cinderella and Addams Family and The Curious Savage. And this award goes out to the individual who has demonstrated leadership, has grown as an actor and a musician, and this year's recipient is Miss Maria Stremming. Jack out.
Now to present the Student Council Awards is Miss Macy Dorsett. You're welcome.
When I say your name, please come up here. Elise Baker, Lily Boyd, Christian Capshaw, Caitlin Collins, Alyssa Etter, Cassie Gascon-Patterson, Stephen Johnson, Ainsley Louder, Maddie McPhee, Mackenzie Maxwell, Claire Miles, Kaylin Morris, Hannah Neese, Cassie Smith, Maria Stremming, and Maggie Watkins.
There's a bunch of signs. You got one too. Are they real? No, Mike. We're just talking about council and sign. Well, that's these are all signs. All right. Next up are the JAG Career Association officers presented by Miss Sherry Kramer.
Good morning. Congratulations to you guys. First, I want to start off by saying really quick, in the beginning of the first try, I challenged my students to come up with their own community service project. And they did, and they excelled. And with that being said, I am honored to award we came in second for the Jefferson Award, which is a silver banner, and it is displayed out front of the high school. Mary Duke. Rowan Staggs. Yeah, thank you, and one of these too. Cassandra Gascon-Patterson. Rowan doesn't get that one. Just Jude Haywood. And Presley Birchfield.
Yeah, Jude. Pockets hanging out.
Thank you. Thank you and congratulations.
All right. Now to present the Hoosier Hills Area Vocational School Awards is Mrs. Cammie Hyde.
Well, I'm kind of glad that Mrs. Hyde is pretty busy because it allows me to say something here very quickly. I know as early grads and as seniors, this kind of doesn't do you a whole lot of good, but if you have younger brothers or sisters, even people in the middle schools, I'm often fond of saying, and nothing against college, I went, everybody in my family went, but I'm often fond of saying, if you don't know between the skilled trades and the college what you want to do, you go to college, you may never get the skilled trade, but if you get a skilled trade, you could always go to college. So I'm a big fan of the skilled trades, as well as the other things at Hoosier Hills that they do in terms of things like the healthcare occupations, cosmetology, the firefighting, so on and so forth. These people are already recognized because Hoosier Hills has their own ceremony. But amongst these today, we want you to stand and be recognized by your classmates because you've just really done some fantastic things, getting scholarships, getting certificates, etc. One of our Hoosier Hills students got the Jonathan Senders Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. If you'd please stand and be recognized, Noah Breen. And would like these four to stand for making the National Technical Honor Society: Dylan Courtney, Tara Fleener, Grace Hobbs, and Rachel Levin. Our most outstanding for automotive collision and repair, and see me afterwards for a scholarship that you were unable to pick up at Scholar Night because he was working. He was working, and that's Logan Jones. Our most improved in cosmetology 1, Dylan Courtney, please stand. Most improved in cosmetology 2, Haven Hart. Most improved in fire science, Sam Hamilton. Getting his certificate as a culinarian, that is in cooking, Noah Breen. Also getting a technical certificate in dementia care, Brianna Hanel and Haley Lingle. CCMA state certification, that's some sort of medical assistant if I'm not incorrect, Tara Fleener. Home health aide certification, Tara Fleener and Lindsay Roof. And in a final thought, you know, in terms of your younger siblings and so forth, I know that when IU Health is looking at scholarship applications in healthcare, when people are looking out to hire people, they're impressed as all get out that people are getting these things in dementia care, so on and so forth, these certificates. So just another round of applause for all of our Hoosier Hills students as they take a step forward.
Now for our class sponsor to give his thoughts is Daniel Irvin.
Hello, everybody, and first off, congratulations. You've heard that word quite a bit here lately, but I don't think you realize this has been a 13-year process. And from a parent standpoint, so you got to be sure you thank your parents, but from a parent standpoint, this has definitely been a process. So we're almost there. Okay, you realize that we've got to get through a practice today and then the real thing tomorrow. Okay, so please be sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to do. That way we can be successful over these next really 24 to 30 some odd hours. Okay, when we sat down in August, I told you in 9 months we would fast forward and we would be in the auditorium and we'd be wrapping this up. It's here. Okay, so congratulations with that. I think you're a fantastic class, and I look forward to the great things that you guys are going to do in the future. Thank you.
Now it's Mr. Bell who gets a chance to speak, so let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you. Real quick, got an award that we'll get here that was not earlier, and I think we got a pin. Get ready. Check this out, guys. I believe we have Haley Huser come forward, Certificate of Achievement from the Science. This one didn't get out a while ago. Excellence in Computer Science. I think we got a pin for Haley. My closing remarks, kind of like what I said earlier, don't take anything for granted and be appreciative of what you got. Mr. Urban, Mr. Wagner, I want to thank Mrs. Dorset. Stand up, please. She was in last or whatever. Those three and so many more did such a great job. Mrs. Dorset was in getting all this stuff ready. You know what Mr. Wagner and Mr. Urban does. And then there's so many people behind the scenes getting this stuff ready. And why do they do it? For you guys. Don't ever forget that and take that for granted. Give them all a round of applause. Mr. Urban just touched on graduation. And one thing I want to say to you, too, don't mess it up, or I know you won't. But what I always used to say, make sure you look sharp tomorrow night and that it's first class. You might think, this is whatever, but your parents, there's a lot of people watching. And one thing COVID brought forward was all the online streaming. There's going to be a lot of people watching. Even to you, it might not seem whatever, but your family and people like that, you owe it to them. They've helped you this far to put on a first-class production tomorrow night with the graduation. Okay, so don't let those people down. Don't let yourselves down. And go for it. It's been my pleasure. And one other thing I want to say, I appreciate you kids. I could go on and on, but my mind started wandering back and started last summer. You know, some of the first two kids I met, and I don't want to embarrass them, but I could go around to all you kids. We interviewed for JAG stuff, and I met, out of the blue, Mary Duke and Alyssa Eder. And from then on, we were buds and pals, and they were good to me. I remember meeting people like Luke Franklin early. I remember Jonathan Cook and I getting ready to headbutt in the end zone when we put Bloomington South down on that football field. I remember Cinderella and all the outstanding productions and musicals and all the concerts and things that went on. And I could go around to all of you and remember things through this year. I wish I'd have been around you more, but you will never be forgotten. You'll always be special. Not to mean lunch is over and all. And I'm sure we'll all remember tomorrow night. And one thing, you look around these next couple days, you will always be lifelong friends, but some of these people I'm just telling you, you're going to walk off tomorrow night. And some of these people are sitting in this room you might not see for many years. I was great friends with people like Brad Shields and Tim Dillman and they're whatever. And then I didn't see him very much until I moved back here. So soak that in. All right, where are we heading? Down to the gym next, Mr. Urban? Right. Oh, yeah, Ryan's got that. I'll turn it over. Hold on. Oh! Sorry, my fault. Mr. Bell, rookie mistake, bad mistake. And wait, I got to say, too, just because the year's not over yet, baseball last night, Mooresville, wow! Just like football, Bloomington South. Baseball, 10 o'clock Monday. Softball, championship game at Bloomington South tonight. Wow! Put it down. So there's a lot of you music kids will be hanging around over the summer. The year doesn't end tomorrow night. All right, Ryan.
Okay, all right. Hey, I got to start this thing, so I might as well get to finish it. All right? Yeah. Anyway. So, we do have graduation practice after this, so I need all of you to, stay seated. I'm sorry, Jaden. We have to. Anyway, so just stay seated for a minute. Like you'll hear me say tomorrow, I'm really honored to get to graduate with all of you. I'm so happy that I'm friends with so many of you people, and I got to meet all of you, and I'm just... That's right. Kevin's here because he wanted to graduate with our class, like Caleb, too. Yeah! Anyway, all right. Seriously, though, everyone stay seated. Mr. Urban's going to give us directions for what we're going to do next. So anyway, thank you.
All right, so now it is time for us to head and listen here because I've got some directions. It is currently